Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. Let's continue with the heroes guide and tutorial. So next hero, Striker Jones. So let's go Monkey Meadow, Medium, Sandbox. I have deactivated Monkey Knowledge to show you the hero without any extra things. And let's go. So Striker Jones, another male hero. His base cost is 750 in Medium. So he's a little cheaper than Gwen, but more expensive than Quincy. And let's take a look at his basic stats. So his range is quite large. He's larger than Quincy's, and comparing it to other monkey range is like super larger, almost 2 times. His damage is going to be 1 layer, so with each hit he's gonna pop 1 layer of the Bloons. His piercing is 10. Now the piercing for towers that use explosives like Striker Jones or like bombs or mortars is not really like considered as the projectile, how many Bloons the projectile can fly through, but how many Bloons can be caught in the blast radius and can be damaged. So in this case, for example, the base piercing of Striker Jones is 10 because he can pop, he can he can get caught up to 10 Bloons inside his blast radius at once. So you can see here 10 red Bloons all on top of each other, and you pop them all. Now if you place 11, you can see that 1 red Bloon is surviving. Now it's important when I say the blast radius, because of the fact that if you have the Bloons not all on top of each other but distant, you can see that if the Bloons are close enough, you can pop all of them. But if the Bloons are a little further away, like these Bloons, you could see that the Bloons not caught in the explosion radius weren't damaged. So that's an important thing. And finally, his attack speed is quite average, so I would say it like it's pretty much to Quincy. Attack speed maybe a little slower, and that's it for Striker Jones' basic stats. Now as you could see, Striker Jones is going to attack with explosives. That means that he can pop a lot of Bloons by default, but his main weakness is the fact that he cannot pop black Bloons and he cannot pop zebras. So zebras and black Bloons are immune to explosives, and that's why Striker Jones cannot pop them. And another thing is that Striker Jones does not have combo detection, so cannot attack combo Bloons. Now, as I did for the other heroes, I'm gonna just get through all the levels, and I'm gonna comment them, and then at the end, I'm gonna just give a overall overview and the main strengths and weaknesses. So let's go. Level 2, an increase in blast radius. Now you could, do you remember that before I could damage 8 of those 10 blue Bloons, and now say I can damage all of them. So from like an extra, I don't know, maybe 1 unit in the blast radius is enough to get caught in the explosion these 10 Bloons at once. Of course, if you place the Bloons further and further away, for example here these green Bloons, you can see that you cannot pop all of them. Now with level 3, you unlock his first ability, Concussive Shell. Now with this ability, you can use it. This ability has unlimited range, and it's gonna aim to the largest Bloon on the screen, so the Bloon with the highest RBE, and it's gonna stun it. Now this ability has also a little bit of explosion radius. So it's true that it's gonna aim to the largest Bloon in the screen, but if you can get other Bloons in the explosion radius, you're gonna stun them as well. So look here, for example, at this BFB and at this Moab. I'm gonna use the ability right now, and you can see that I stunned also the Moab, even though the ability was fired at the BFB. So that's pretty much how it works. With the ability, you're gonna do 2 layers of damage to whatever Bloon it attacks, so normal Bloon or Mob class Bloon. And with this ability though, you still cannot target Camo Bloons, so you cannot use this ability on Camo Bloons and so also the DTs is the same. Level 4, this level is just a buff to bombs and mortars, so all bombs and mortars in the screen, so wherever you have placed them, are gonna get an extra 10% attack speed. So this is a buff to bombs and mortars pretty much. Level 5, more attack speed to Striker Jones. Level 6 increases the blast radius and the piercing of Striker Jones' basic attacks. And the piercing, so the amount of Bloons that you can damage in the blast radius is doubled, so from 10 to 20. And you can see it right here, for example, just 20 red Bloons all on top of each other, boom, you destroy them in one hit. And now 20 blue Bloons, you can see that the blast radius is much larger, and you can pop up to 15 blue Bloons at once, and that's the increase in the blast radius as well. A level 7 is a buff to Striker Jones damage, so now 2 layers instead of 1, and also a buff to mortars, so now the blast radius of mortars is as well increased by 10%, pretty much because mortars attack like Striker Jones, so they are gonna create this blast radius around which the Bloons are gonna be damaged, and so with this upgrade you increase this radius by 10%. Level 8 is a buff to bombs, only though near the hero. Now near the hero means in range of Striker Jones, so if you give the Alchemist buff and if you increase Striker Jones with other towers, like a village, like a sun temple, you can have more and more bombs benefiting from this passive, and you can clearly see it, the range increase right here. So this is out of range and this is in range. So this level is gonna give bombs 5% more range and 25% more pierce. So that's exactly why the range in this case is increasing. Now level 9 is quite interesting because it's gonna make all black Bloons and therefore zebras less resistant to explosive damage. Now what this means is that now there is a chance, I think it's like 50% chance, for each single Bloon hit by an explosive attack, that with that explosive attack is gonna destroy its layer. So for each zebra and each black Bloon that spawns, that gets hit by either Striker Jones basic attacks or by either, I don't know, like a bomb or like a mortar, you can you have a 50% chance to pop that layer. And so for example here I'm gonna just spawn 20 black Bloons. See that even that sometimes black Bloons are caught in the explosion radius, but I'm not popping their layer, and that's because of the chance. So it works for both black Bloons and for zebras as well. So it's like a chance, so it's not 100%, but is like 50% or maybe even more, I'm not entirely sure. But this makes possible for Striker Jones and for any other tower that uses explosive damage to pop black Bloons and zebra Bloons. Now one thing I forgot to say earlier is that with the ability you can pop black layers and zebra layers. So with this level 3 ability, even before level 9, you can pop black Bloons and zebras. I just forgot about that earlier on, but yeah, but you can. Now level 10 you unlock his second ability, Artillery Command, that yet again is an ability completely supporting bombs and mortars. So it's gonna reset, when you use this ability, it's gonna reset cooldowns for all bombs and mortars. Now what this means is that any other bomb that you have in the screen that has an activated ability, so with the 4th or 5th upgrade in the middle path for both bombs and mortars, you can reduce this, you can actually reset the cooldown with Striker Jones level 10. So for example here, if I have 50 ceramics, right, and I'm using the mortar ability, I can then, you can see the cooldown here, I can reset the cooldown just by using Striker Jones level 10. So I can use it right again after it. So that's how the ability works. Now level 11 is going to increase attack speed of Striker Jones. Level 12 is going to increase slightly the range. I don't know if you could see the range. Yeah, I'm going to just do it again here. So it is his normal range, and you can see now the slight increase, so about 2 units, maybe 3 units. And also this increases by 1 layer his basic attack damage, so 3 layers now his total damage. Level 13, even more attack speed increase. Level 14, his level 3 ability affects a larger area and stuns for longer. Now this is quite important because now with this ability you could see already that with the ability you can stun balloons that are caught in the explosion radius. But now because this the stun is larger, but also the affected area is larger. So now, for example, if I show it at the BFB, you can stun further balloons from it, and you can stun them for longer. So that's a pretty nice level. Level 15, another buff to level 3. Now the cooldown is reduced to 11 seconds. Level 16, more attack speed gained. Level 17, more range, another 2 or 3 units. And now an extra layer of damage, so now 4 total layers of damage. Level 18, another buff to bombs and mortars, so an extra 10% attack speed. Level 19, more attack damage. And finally, level 20, a buff to his level 10 ability. Now, when you use his level 10 ability, you're gonna also give double damage and piercing and pops to all bombs and mortars for 10 seconds. So now with his level 10 ability, you're not only gonna reset the cooldowns, but you're gonna also give every bomb and every mortar in the screen for 10 seconds double damage and double piercing. So that's a super good upgrade. And you can use it, of course, also as a cooldown reducer. So for example, imagine here I have a mob eliminator and I have I don't know, like a BAD. Like I can use this. Well, this ability is actually very short, so you can use it like multiple times. And then you can use it to reset the cooldown, plus to give double damage and double piercing to the bomb and mortars for 10 seconds. So it's a quite nice last level buff, and that's it. Now, talking about the overview of Striker Jones, you can see that his main weakness is stays the same. So the fact that he cannot pop Camo Bloons stays. So you're gonna need 100% a village giving Camo attention to Striker Jones, because not even with his level 3 you can detect and pop Camo Bloons. So only with a village giving to him Camo detection, that's only when you can attack Camo Bloons with his basic attacks and with his level 3 ability. Now regarding like Black Bloon and Zebra popping power, you could see that at level 9, so quite early, you can have this 50% or higher chance of destroying Black Bloons and Zebra Slayers. So overall, I think it's not that bad. Like you can still be almost entirely sure they can pop all the Zebras and all the Black Bloons even with Striker Jones, because of his level 9. So yeah, that's not really a weakness in my opinion. Now throughout his levels, you can see that he gains more attack speed, he gains more blasting radius, and he gains more damage. So overall his damage scales up pretty well, because as the game becomes harder, his damage goes higher and he gains more attack speed. So his late game damage is not that bad, even though of course he's gonna struggle a little bit against like super SRAMs. But nonetheless, because he attacks so fast and he deals 4 layers of damage with each attack, it's quite nice. Now you can see that also you can easily miss if the balloon is fast enough, so be careful also about that. Now another cool thing about Striker Jones is the fact that you also buff bombs and mortars throughout his levels. You give to them more attack speed, and then only to bombs close to him you gain more pierce and radius and range, and also to mortars I think it increases the blast radius. So a lot of buffs to bombs and mortars. That's why normally when you use Striker Jones, it's a very good idea to go with bombs and mortars strategy to really benefit to the maximum his kit. And on top of that, you have his level 10 and his level 20 that are gonna reset the cooldowns for bombs and mortars. And at level 20, you also gain double damage and pierce. So overall, I think it's a quite a nice hero. It's not as good as Gwen because of the fact that yes, his level 3 ability has low cooldown. You can stun, but his level 10 cooldown is quite long, and it just resets the cooldown of other towers. So you don't really do anything on the balloons themselves with his level 10, and so yeah, it's not that like it doesn't have like Gwen, for example, a whole screen ability. So yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.